What's up, YouTube? This is Swide from Reddit Troopers. I am over today in the True Sons to watch and highlight some replays from their recent victory against Wargods BR. Wargods, man, they've been having a bit of a rough week. Getting rolled over a couple times in a row. Never fun. I will scroll through the bases as I give a couple of opening comments here. You'll notice a number of CN players in TTS. As far as I understand it, the True Sons naturally aren't nearly as heavily weighted as Wargods, so had to bring in a number of 10s and a couple heavier 9s, I think, just so they could match up. This was an arranged war, obviously. So it wasn't a surprise to Wargods, I don't think. Just no ringers. They're not paying for triples or anything like that. Just needed some weight matching. And I'll say this up front. Everybody loves to hate on CN because they're posh douchebags. I get it, you know. They're the lovable assholes of the Clash of Clans community. But the guys can bang triples out like nobody's business. So saw that in the China tournament. So these guys are they have it where it counts. I'll say that. Let's watch the True Sons first. Let's get into some replays here. I want to watch this first one by the Great G on their number 12. It's going to start off with a queen walk up top. Golem comes in and just tanking for the Wizzies. We're going to do a good bit of cleaning up there. Take out the Tesla Archer Tower and some trash buildings. And make sure the queen's walking in the right direction. He is going to get queen on queen here. If your queen is so exposed that he doesn't even have to wall break in to get her or even burn his barbarian king on her, your queen's too exposed. No spells, no wall breakers, not even really any troop space. I mean, he gets the queen just walking his queen normally. Your queen is way too exposed. Don't do that. It's stupid. I mean, because usually you're forced to burn maybe a golem or a spell or your barbarian king with some wizards or something to get the enemy archer queen. And so, you know, you're forcing a certain trade, a certain unit trade in order to, you know, have them achieve that objective. So you're forcing them to choose between, okay, you can either bring this many less troops or one less spell or one less hero and you'll get my queen, but, you know, you try to make them make the tough choice, right? In that case, they don't have to make any choice. They just get to kill your queen for free. So you'll see at a pack of about 4 hogs here. Trip this double giant bomb. I mean, it's beautiful pathing. He had one pack head this way and the other pack come all the way around. The smaller pack obviously tripped that double giant bomb. These deep chord doubles are sometimes hard to get into unless you're coming, you know, way across the base to get to the heroes. And in this case, he makes the right decision and just sacrifices a small pack of hogs with some quality hog pathing to get the job done. He's got full health heroes and an unsplit golem here. So, just wrecks the space. Nice job. The Great G. GG, for sure. Next one I want to watch from TTS is actually Boaz, I think. Yeah, Boaz on their 24. This is, I guess, a 9-5. It's got Town Hall 8 defenses, level 1 expos. It started its 7th Archer Tower. Why would you do this to your base? I don't know. He's got a 30 queen and a 31 king though, so he is a 9-5. He's just a shitty 9-5. Boaz is gonna come down here with another queen walk. You know, a lot of these bases have these trash buildings lined up on the outside, like all the way to the edge, because they're trying to force you to, if you're going to Laloon or Hog or something, they force you to drop to deploy that second portion of your raid way on the outside, so the travel time is a lot greater, and there's more variability with pathing and things of that nature, easier to get caught up. But the downside of that is it allows one wizard to clean like half of your trash buildings and not even get touched. So I don't know, you kind of catch-22 a bit. But rest of the raid starts. He you can see he's gonna, yeah, he'll break his funnel here. He's walking his queen into the rest of his raid. 2 golems go down, tanking. Wizzy's just cleaning up some trash. I don't love the jump spell, actually. So he drops a rage to get everything in there, but he could have dropped the exact same jump just here. I mean, that's a horrible circle, but you get the idea. It covers this corner over here, and it's actually going to cover this corner as well. And that's going to get him into this compartment, and this compartment. So you'll see at one point his king has to break through one of these walls to head into the core, and didn't need to. Could have just done it all with a jump spell. This is only, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7, so no problem. Not a problem at all. Get more aggressive with your jump spells, guys. Not TTS in general, just anybody watching this video. Still see a lot of conservative jump spells like that, and you can jump crazy distances now, so don't worry about it. Queen makes, and wizards make quick work of those balloons. Rages the king. King is going to take out king here. You see he's got a golem. King had to break through the wall with some queen help and whatnot. Queen on queen. I don't know how the king didn't aggro there onto the queen. He instead started beating against a wall. It's weird. Shouldn't be surprising, I guess. Nothing ever works, it feels like it should. Surgical hog deployment. They're all going to path into that first heal, which is excellent. Loses a few down here to one of those skelly traps. He's going to send a sacrificial bunch right here for this double giant bomb and the rest of the skellies, which is wonderful. And this guy had 5 giant bombs and 3 skeleton traps as well, so definitely a 9-5, and Boaz just smashes it. Beautiful, beautiful attack. Full health queen, unsplit golem, like 16 hogs. Probably not that many, but he wrecked it, man. Nice job, Boaz. Let's watch one last one on this side. Roja on their number 25, Pedro. Attack in under 2 minutes. Very solid. 3rd queen walk in a row. So I'll just make a note of this while queen is cleaning the trash here. You're going to see a lot more of these queen walks. Obviously, because the queen AI is much more conducive to queen walking. She's just going to pick the next building and head that way, basically. You see he's breaking funnel on this side, and he brought a Go Vaho. So redheads are going to come in here after those bombers. But when you know that there is, because the poison spell nerfed CC troops, when you know that there's a high health unit like a hound, it's most common with a hound, it no longer makes sense for you to send your queen in with your hybrid. And it's a counterintuitive thing for a lot of players who had been warring for a long time before this update, because it was so often the case that you drop your queen behind your hybrid, you know, you create a funnel on either side for her, and she comes in with the rest to kind of get into the core and clean some stuff out. But nowadays, she's going to spend 30 seconds on this lava hound. If there's one in the CC, it's going to pop. Half of the pups are going to go wreck your golems and your king and whatever else you have in the core, and the other half are going to latch onto the queen and drop her to full, you know, half her health or a fourth of her health and force you to use her ability. The best way to deal with Lava Hound in the CC is to ignore it. To either draw it out, bring it to the corner, leave it there with some archers or the archer healer method, or, like he does here, just ignore it. You walk your queen around. She's going to take out a lot of these first layer defenses anyway. And with healers on her, she kind of acts as her own pack of hogs that just waltz around. You know, she's wizards and hogs because she obviously doesn't have a favorite target. So she's just going to clean everything out while your hybrid goes in, does what it needs to do, straight onto the queen, whatever, and then your hogs can come in and do the rest. So ignore the hound, guys. Send your queen around to the other side. It's going to look a lot of the time like this is accidental, you know, because it's just most people just aren't used to seeing heroes walk around the base and that being a good thing. But because of the update, this is the norm now. So if you're not doing that yet, think about doing that. But obviously, if there are loons in the CC or a dragon, you probably are going to have to send your queen to the center because wizards under rage, risky, probably. But queen is, with her high damage per second, best way to take care of those. Doesn't even use his poison spell on those skellies. Just has 12 hogs or so, wrecking. Wizards converge over here on the town hall. King in the center is going to make his way around. Queen has already cleaned up half the base, so beautiful attack. Nice job, Roja. I wanted to show a couple replays from Wargods. They had some great attacks as well. So they lost by a couple, but definitely had some good attacks. Let's watch the one on Boaz. Why not? Let's see Wargods get their revenge. Another queen walk with healers. Surprise, surprise. I'm just gonna fast forward a bit here. Just nothing fun. Drops a couple giants to tank for these wizards. These wizards are gonna take out that archer tower, elixir. They very nearly get to the wizard tower before they go down. An extra couple seconds on that giant, maybe an extra giant even, and wizards would have got it, but no big deal. They clean out what they needed to anyway. Queen headed right around. Sometimes the very preemptive poison spells. It's got 3 of them. And they are going to make very quick work of those loons, slow them down enough, and using that queen ability to take care of the half-health giants that remained after that. Golems come in. They are going to start tanking Teslas. They aggro this Expo, which was on the queen initially, so that's great. Bombers let them into the first layer. And this compartment extends all the way to the queen here. Frankly, didn't really need that jump spell to do what it did. But, you know, it's going to let his golems in here and eventually over here, I guess. But, I mean, there's no giant bomb spots there, so I'm not sure why. I mean, he could have brought another heal. Basically, 3-spelled the base, in all honesty. A couple loons here are going to get wrecked by that wizard tower air bomb combo, but has some hogs backing it up. Has negated the double giant bomb spots with his queen walk, and has 2 full health golems. Pack of, well, loses a couple to the double giant bomb there, but had a pack of 8 hogs, full health heroes, wizards, minions, everything to clean up. I mean, totally shreds his base. Very nice attack. Marginal Mito. Well done, man. Let's watch one more. Let's see. I think it was on 19. Yeah, Ronin on M4 Carbine. This is a Govalo. So we saw Govaho earlier, and we'll see the other variation, Govalo. And these 4 Quake attacks are becoming more and more popular. People are starting to expand the cores a bit to avoid that, which is the right reaction. With all these offset air defenses in weird positions, you know, if you can open up a compartment where it basically leads to each air defense, and get some Valks or some P.E.K.K.A.s or something in there, you're going to make quick work of this base with loons on the rest, because these are all down. Nothing's stopping you. It's the new age holo, so to speak. But it's the inverse with back end loons, obviously. And the beauty of an attack like this is that you can send everything in here. You can use all the spells on your hybrid because loons don't need spells. So back end loons are just going to come in and they're going to trade 2 for 2 on basically everything, and that's going to be it. Let me quick work. These Valks aggro onto that queen, and the next closest pair of buildings are that far air defense and that town hall, which is perfect. This queen over here is going to take care of that last AD and the air sweeper, and so the loons are coming in. I'd be dropping the rest of the loons right now, but he's a little slow, I guess, on that side. Yeah, it's okay. He's going to phase his queen here, not because she's, I mean, she's taking some damage, but he needs to get this air sweeper down more than anything. In order, you know, had it got one more sweep on those loons, they wouldn't have taken out this wizard tower, which would have been annoying for the rest of his pack of loons over here, because as they would have converged on this expo, the wizard tower would have just smashed them. So I think he's really hoping he would have saved a wizard for this. One wizard will take out those 4 buildings while these get taken care of by heroes and split loons. He's got about 3 Valks left over, both heroes, 4 loons. I mean, solid attack. Anytime they've got a small enough core and some earthquakes will lead you to all their air defenses, definitely think about an attack like this. Very cool, very fun to watch, and obviously very effective as well. So, nice attack, Ronan. Really good war. Enjoyed watching all the replays from both sides. Shout out to Wargods. I mean, I know you guys, like I said, have been having a bit of a bit of a rough patch lately with the China tournament war and now this one, but you're obviously a great clan. Plenty of great attacks. No doubt in my mind you'll bounce back. But congrats to the True Sons for a great win. That's all I have for you guys. I will have a couple other videos with content from the Troopers and HC War. So many great replays and so much to glean from a lot of the content there. So I will have a number of videos out for you with respect to those. But until then, this is Swide from Troopers. You guys have a good one.